So how do you choose an EOS implementer? Really, really great question. Just want to give you some tips and techniques. So currently, on recording of this, there's about 600 of people like me across the world, and it's only growing all the time. All the EOS implementers have had the same training. So that's the first thing, is that you know that we've all been trained to a certain standard, which is very high. A lot of us have actually used EOS within previous businesses. So not only are we able to train and deliver, but actually we've had success within our own businesses. It's then a case of actually looking at it and go, so what type of implementer do you want? And I'm not sure if you've ever had a mentor or a coach before, but it's kind of following the similar sort of principles into just ascertaining, depending on who you are as an individual and also your leadership team, you're going to want a certain type of person. The first thing is that I would say that you need to connect with them. There needs to be a synergy and a relationship, but I wouldn't say that you necessarily want to be best friends with them. You want to make sure that when you're in the session room, whether that be their session room, a hotel room, or whether it's your office, is that they're able to first and foremost hold the space, but also to be asking those challenging questions. We talk within the EOS stage of actually, we call it entering the danger zone. You need to make sure that the EOS implementer is going as far, but actually a little bit further than you as a team need. I've always worked on the premise that if I'm feeling uncomfortable as a facilitator, then I'm playing in exactly the right space. This is the areas where we create the opportunity to challenge, support, and one of the words I often use is carefrontational. So it's about being confronting, but doing it from a caring perspective. So it's really the role of the implementer to hold the space, to make sure the container and the energy is really right, that everybody feels psychologically safe to say what they really think and what they really feel. You might then want to have somebody that's got industry knowledge and experience. You might not. I've been a coach for over 20 years, and actually for me personally, it makes no difference, because actually sometimes the curse of knowledge actually puts me in a place, or somebody in a place, of knowing too much. So when you can be asking some really simple but precise questions, actually when you're able to challenge the room and they go, that's a really good question, Adam, then it just means that we're onto a different level of thinking. The team need to be safe. That's got to be the first thing. You might want somebody who's well drilled, well organized, well structured, and follows everything. That's perfectly fine, but you also might want somebody who has the ability to be able to feel and understand what's going on in the room, to get to the stage that we're having those meaty conversations. You might choose that you want somebody that's really local. You might want somebody that, as I said before, has got the experience within your vertical space. Do you go virtual? Do you go hybrid and have some of the meetings online and then maybe the annual in person? You get to pick. You get to decide who it is that you want to work with, and all EOS implementers will make sure that you get the right person for you and your team in being able to move forward. I'd recommend that you spend some time checking them out on LinkedIn and other channels to get a bit of a flavour, maybe speak to some of their previous clients if that's something that you want to do. Watch some of their videos, like this one of me. But just get to the stage where you feel comfortable, interview 2 or 3 and pick. And this is really important. It's got to be the leadership team, the collective, that is picking the person. It shouldn't just be one person. You should all make sure that you want to move forward with that person. And remember, one of the things with working with an EOS implementer is it's a session at a time. So you can try working with one implementer, and if it doesn't quite work and the synergy is not quite there, then you can always ask them to help you find somebody else. I hope these tips have been helpful and useful for you. Please have a look at some of the other videos below, because there's lots of content that we've now got. And if you've got any questions, please reach out. I'm Adam Harris. I'm an EOS implementer. Speak to you soon.